What's up, everybody? Nathaniel Morton here at NathanielMorton.com, where on this YouTube channel, we make videos on how to get bigger, stronger, faster, and more explosive. So if you are interested in any of those topics, definitely subscribe to the channel and click the bell so that you never miss a video. In today's video, I'm going to give you my opinion on the #1 best plyometric exercise that you could be doing to increase your vertical, jump higher, and dunk a basketball. And that exercise is this: depth jumps. Depth jumps are the #1 best, in my opinion, exercise that you could be doing to increase your vertical and dunk a basketball. The only thing that could even remotely come close to being as effective as this would be dunking a basketball. Working on your dunk technique, working on your jump technique to actually jump up and go dunk. That is the only exercise that even stands a chance at a competition with depth jumps. Now, most people are doing depth jumps incorrectly. Most people are either staying on the ground too long, they're letting their heels touch the ground, they are dropping from too high or too low. There's so many things that people do wrong when it comes to depth jumps. So today, I just want to give you a few guidelines to follow when you do depth jumps so that you can get the most effectiveness out of them and use them to increase your vertical jump as much as possible. So, my #1 tip for doing depth jumps is you don't want to let your heels touch the ground. If you are dropping off of a box or you're dropping off of a chair, whatever you are dropping off of, if your heels touch the ground, you're probably dropping off of something too high. Okay, when you drop off of your box, you want to land on the balls of your feet and immediately spring up and do your jump onto your platform or over your piece of tape or over your hurdle or whatever you're jumping onto or over. You want to land on the balls of your feet and jump as fast as you can. You do not want to let your heels touch the ground. That's tip #1. No heels touching the ground. And if they are, you're dropping from too high. Tip #2, you want to jump as fast as you can off of the ground. As soon as you drop off the box, as soon as you hit the ground, you need to explode up. Okay, you can't be on the ground for any longer than half a second. You have to act like it's a hot skillet, like you're gonna drop onto a hot skillet and you're gonna burn your feet unless you jump up as fast as you can. You have to jump up as fast as you can, as explosive as you can whenever you drop off and touch the ground. Jump as fast as you can. So that's my tip #2. Tip #3, and it's more of just an information tip on how many reps and sets you should do of this exercise. When you are doing depth jumps, you should do no more than 4 sets of 10 repetitions each of depth jumps 2 to 3 times per week. No more than 4 sets of 10, 2 to 3 times per week. And if you are going through a set and you see that you are fatiguing and you are not as effective with each jump, then stop. Stop doing them. You must be extremely explosive with every single one. So I would start with 4 sets of 5 jumps. And I would progressive overload from there. And the next time you do your depth jumps, do 4 sets of 6. And then do 4 sets of 7. And go until you're doing 4 sets of 10, 2 to 3 times per week. But do not do any more than that. So, ladies and gentlemen, depth jumps are the #1 plyometric exercise that I think you should be doing to increase your vertical jump and jump higher. And the 3 tips, once again, for performing depth jumps as effectively as possible. Tip #1, don't let the heels of your feet touch the ground. If they are touching the ground, you're probably dropping from too high. Tip #2, what's tip #2? Jump off the ground as fast as you can. Act like the ground is a hot skillet and you're gonna burn your feet unless you jump off and explode as fast as possible. And tip #3, start with a lower amount of reps and sets and increase that, progressive overload that as you go, but don't go any higher than 4 sets of 10 reps with these depth jumps. And if you get fatigued during your set, stop right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in a step-by-step vertical jump training program that will walk you through every set, every rep, every exercise that you need to increase your vertical jump and jump higher, I will link my program down below in the description for you. I highly, highly recommend that you get the program. It is a great resource for you. If you are interested in personalized vertical jump online coaching with me, personally coaching you, you can email me at nathanielmortoncoaching@gmail.com. Like this video if you like it. Share this if you think somebody else can get value from the content. Subscribe to the channel. Click the bell if you have not already. And ladies and gentlemen, as always, remember that action is everything. Knowledge is not power. It is only potential power until you take action on what you know. What people can do is a lot different than what people will do. So what are you willing to do to get results? I'll see you guys next time.